welcome back guys to the channel. And on this video guys, I'm basically going to be breaking down this US 100 or the Nasdaq pair through this simple day trade strategy that I used to have this massive swing trade, which is almost just about to hit our take profit target. Now let's get into it, right? So first and foremost, like we have our major things which we have to look at in every particular market, with those things being what the structure, right, the S&D, and of course the confirmation, right? So these are the three things that we're always looking for. So with having an embedded strategy like this, first and foremost we need to see structure, right? First thing first, we need to have a structural narrative from which we want to trade from. So from here, the structural narrative that we had was pretty much bearish, since this breaks a structure right here. So let me just zoom in a little bit so that you can make this a little bit clearer. Boom. So what we had was this bullish price action in here. So price comes in, makes that high, an intermediary low, and then this particular order block with the potential low that caused this high here. So from there, what we had was this break here to indicate that the market was now shifting bearish by breaking this low here, which was holding this high. And from there, we had a potential high and low that, the range, which constituted the range that we wanted to trade from. And from there, of course, we had these areas of supply or order blocks in which price just first came, mitigated, and from there we had our bearish entries in the previous scenario, which I already explained in the past videos. But today I'm going to explain this scenario number 2, where we had this low get taken out, right, by our first trade, and with this being a breakout structure that originated from this high here to this potential major low there, right? And since that now is our structural impulse, the next thing that we needed to find from this range was that area of supply or the bearish order block from which we wanted to trade from. And from there, our most favorable area of supply was, like, since it's a potential range like this with this breakout structure, we had an intermediary area, and of course that preliminary or original area that we wanted to see price come in, mitigate, and from there we could now take our entries to the downside, targeting the lows as our next liquidity run areas. But of course, it is what it is. So price from there, price just came in. So our two areas were particularly being here and of course here. So price now first comes, I believe this was the news, it was on Tuesday, I think it was the CPI, I'm not very sure, but the price comes in, right? Price comes in with the news, of course, and wicks into this area, and then attempts to go bearish and fails to do anything meaningful, right? And then ends up just coming back up. Now of course, yeah, we had some trades in here which are pretty much scalp trades I'm not going to speak about. From there, price, I mean, like, from the formation of this low, okay, so with this high that came in and formed this low, price then came back in, tried to do some mitigation there, but never got down here to break this low. Hence, that was never any sort of confirmation that price was now ready to go bearish. And instead, what happened is that price just had this range, and then finally broke this area here, obviously taking all the liquidity that was just left hanging around this area, and then coming in and mitigating this area here. Now from there, let's let me just remove that, clear some of these, and then from there, let's now get into the real deal. So price now gets into our POI. Now remember, this is Thursday, right? So this was Wednesday's market, and this was like the New York session, and price just went bullish in that session. So we were looking to trade to obviously sell this market in the next day, which is Friday, right? So Thursday, right? So from there, Thursday market opens, And then, you know, like I normally trade around sessions, so I was pretty much just sitting back waiting for my session to come into play. Now lo and behold, so let's just cut this. There's where my session started. Yeah, we can just put this out or something, you know, just make it a little bit wide. So that's my session coming into place. And from there, when we, you know, do a simple market analysis, so the market was pretty much in a bearish move, a high, a low, a high, a high low, right? A high, a high low, a high. Lo and behold, what do we see within this contextual market? We see a break of structure right here to indicate that, okay, so price is now tapped our zone. That's first. And second, and the most important thing, is that it's now breaking structure to the downside with the potential London session coming into play. So all right, so let's just make this way more interesting, right? Let's go to the 1 minute time frame and see what exactly was happening. So judging by how the 1 minute market was moving in here, we can see that there was a potential series of, since this is the low, okay, sorry, let's just take that there as the low. Price now, let's, yeah, boom, there, right? Price breaks bullish, continues bullish, right? A high, a higher low, which is just about where this area here, and then a high. And from there, what do we see next, right? So price comes down from there into this area of demand, where, you know, if price wanted to go bullish, then it would most definitely accumulate in here and then leave us that bullish entry to go bearish, to go bullish with and take out this high. But that's not what happened, right? So price from there does what? Price just hangs around. It just drizzles in this area here, right, creating this range, and then breaks bearish with this break of structure right here, creating this low, and from there price maintains that that bearish market. So, you know, in the contextual of the 1 minute chart, we know that this price is pretty much bearish since this structural break there, right, with the overall structural break of the 5 minutes in here. So with the London session coming up, I was pretty much expecting that, you know, since this is the last up move, right, the last up move that caused the down move, which took out this structural low of the 5 minute chart, I was pretty much expecting price to go bullish around here, come mitigate this area here, right? And since it's a session open, right, we could see liquidations, right? That's normal during session opens. And then from there, we could now see that pullback and take our entry from there. Now let's play this price out and see what exactly happened. So I was pretty much looking at this area here. And now let's see what happens, right? So price keeps going bearish and forming this low here, and then price from there comes up, right, just like I predicted, and then boom, what do we see, right? We see price now coming and tapping our area, right? So price comes up, taps our area, attempts to go down, comes back up with, you know, as you can see, price never breaks this high, right? This high is still held. Boom, right there. Price never goes above here, but instead, just what? It just works for what this just indicates, that it's a potential liquidation. It's just a liquidity grab for now price to, you know, channel its momentum back bearish. Now, as you can see with that break there, price immediately breaks bearish with a very high momentum. And, you know, since the bearish pressure was very high, I had two areas, right? So with this breakout structure here and price forming this low from potentially this high here, I had two areas that I was looking for to see my sells, right? So I had this area here and this intermediary area here. Now I was mostly looking at this area here. Why? Because the bearish pressure is very much high, and you know, it was it's very difficult when price makes a move like this for price to come all the way back up and mitigate that. Just had a drink to clear up my voice, guys. Now, as I was saying, it's very much difficult for price to come all the way up here because of the very strong bearish momentum. That's why I was looking very much towards this intermediary area in here, since it's a continuational zone. So price now comes in and taps our area. Let's now see what happens after price taps our area and triggers our entry. Boom. Price rejects off of the area, makes this internal break of structure right here, right? As you can see, this low here creates this high here, and then this low is broken here, right? So with this internal break of structure and that retest, right, and the re-break again, right, this was, you know, more than enough confirmation to to show me that, you know, this market is ready to push bearish from here. So in particular, that was our entry, and of course we were looking to target the overall low. So I just want to let's put this back to auto, and of course our take profit target was the overall low, like I just said, and our overall stop loss was 6.9 pips, and our take profit target was a 514 take profit target, to make it an overall of 1 to 74 RR trade. Guys, this is insane. It's one heck of a strategy. Now let's see how, you know, price plays out. So boom, from there price just makes its way back down up until this area here, when price is now, you know, in this area here, and boom, that's how replay ended. And I'm just looking to hold this, because I've already taken my partials throughout the structural areas in here, right? My first TP in there, my second in here, and, you know, I'm just looking to hold the rest to this area here, and obviously hold even more if price wants to go even further bearish from there. Now, I hope this video was very informative to you, and if it was, then don't forget to like, subscribe if you haven't, turn that bell button on for notifications, and until the next one, stay safe, have a nice trading week, and peace out.